Oh shit, I forgot to put this beginning on the video. Wow, I preface this by saying I actually enjoy the game. I actually enjoy the game. But fuck your kids. Fuck your kids. This ain't for children. FTC. Leave me the fuck alone. I only got 6 subs. But get into the intro. I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel, and you read the title. You know what we're discussing today. Joe Cecot needs to be fired. Joe Cecot needs to get the fuck out of here. AKA, Joe needs to go. Hey, Joe needs to go. Hey, Joe needs to go. Hey, but you guys get it. And with that out the way, we will be discussing some of his blunders, his incompetence, and the apparent internal strife at Infinity Ward Studios, because they've had a lot of communication errors, miscommunication, a lack of communication, for that matter. Whatever the case is, they had some errors when it comes to talking with each other in-house, and apparent with some of the product when it comes to the patches and all that. But with that out of the way, the gameplay is Search and Destroy on Hackney Yard. We go 12-3 with a delicious W. Make some good plays. We almost get an ace, or is that another game? I don't know. But we'll be going right into Joe Cecot's interview with player, YouTuber, Swag, and getting right into that right now.
I shoot this fucking bucket, this guy.
Alright, so the first thing we're getting into is the interview that Joe Cecot had with Swag, yada yada yada. And they discussed over a lot of things. We're gonna do a brief summary. I'm not gonna talk about the doing work challenge that's already been patched. But Nia Palace and Infinity Ward, they want to implement this as a ground mode, but they will do it eventually because they're focusing on Season 1 content for now. So I can just translate this, into simple terms. We're drip feeding content, little bitch. That's what it's saying, because this map should have been a ground war map since day one, to be honest. I mean, it has all the proper tools needed to be a ground war map. Hell, you can take out the vehicles and it would still play great. Just have it as a regular ground war map with no tanks, no helicopters, just ATVs, jeeps, yada yada yada, rovers, and the map would play fine. It really would.
Oh my god.
The only thing you'd say they need to implement is maybe the spawns. Selecting a spawn, but that was already done before the game came out. Was with the pre-release hype and all that when they were teasing the game. So I don't know why it's not ready for ground war yet, but it'll be drip fed later, like maybe the middle of Season 1. But I digress. But speaking on ground war, they planned on nerfing the tanks. They're gonna make them projectile based, so they're not a straight shot like they are currently. So you just camp on the hill, you quarry. I mean, that could have been done in the last patch, because in the last patch they had, they addressed the tank's splash damage, but they couldn't get the projectile based patch ready, I guess. I mean, it's just a look like they're listening later on, like as the game goes on. Oh, they finally learned the tanks. They're really listening to us. But if they were listening to us, they would have got this shit done in one fell swoop instead of waiting. Of course, we can talk about the perk balancing, how it's out of whack. Even Joe Cecot admits that, so that's a good step in the right direction. I like the sound of that. But here's the one thing that was gonna kind of piss me off. Actually, it's 3 of them. We can talk about the mini-map, we can talk about skill-based matchmaking, and with skill-based matchmaking, we can talk about, the lobby disbanding, and we can talk about Ghost. So, with that out of the way, let's go over the mini-map first. Now, in their interview, this was, a brief discussion because Cecot said this is the way they intended it, and they intended the game to be. And this ties into Ghost because they want the UAV to be rewarded, which is all fine and dandy. My only problem with this is they said they wanted intended it to be this way because of their artistic vision. Never mind. Why he didn't say that, that's what it basically said. And my problem with this whole artistic vision shit is, well, one, this is being sold to make money, and its primary goal is to generate revenue, unlike someone crafting music or painting an art piece, right? So your artistic vision will matter a lot more in those 2 other scenarios, but not when you're trying to sell me something. For example, one thing artistic vision gone wrong was the first Sonic movie trailer. Yeah, that abomination of the hedgehog we saw. it was their artistic vision for him to look that way, like a fucking idiot. But of course, with the complaints and all that, they changed it, and now it looks a lot better, and it will make a lot more money compared to its previous state. And I can apply the same thing to the mini-map. I don't know why they changed it, and the reason why they changed it doesn't even make any fucking sense, because they want the UAV to be a reward, right? But Ghost wipes out the entire purpose of a UAV, and it's not because, you know, you're moving. You don't have to move. You can just sit still in the corner. They can call it a UAV, and they don't know where you are unless you shoot at them with an unsuppressed weapon. So I don't get why they did that with Ghost. Well, I actually do. It's to compress the skill gap, so newer players that weren't as good as, quote, moving and shooting. Yes, moving and shooting. And while it's not from the interview, it's from a tweet he made 2 years ago when they were developing this game, and, you know, related to Infinite Warfare. They wanted some players that aren't as adept at moving and shooting to have an option. We're literally catering to the lowest common denominator when it comes to mechanical skill in a first-person shooter. Your movement and your aim. But yeah, great idea. We'll just get out there. We're going to be talking about skill-based matchmaking and the, you know, lobby disbanding and map loading. Now let's pull up what he said around skill-based matchmaking, and it is a hot topic, and he couldn't talk about it, so I'm glad they said that finally. I mean, it only took him what, a month? It's cool. And yeah, they're not supposed to talk about it. They did say it was different, you know, from previous games, and it's constantly being tweaked. It's not the same as it was in Infinite Warfare, so it's finally nice to get some form of acknowledgement. But I mean, they waited, you know, just over a month to do it, and I don't have a problem. They gave us, you know, some PR bullshit like a long time ago. But when your devs go out the way to look at, you know, gunfight clips at 2 in the morning on Reddit, and they reply to that shit, but not a well put together criticism that has great points and is, you know, very nice and respectful, unlike other people in this community, and it gets ignored. It just looks like you're cherry picking. Well, it doesn't look like it. You are cherry picking, you know. Oh well, they said nice things about us, so we're gonna reply to that. Or they have some miscellaneous bug that rarely happens. We'll reply to that, so we're fixing that. But when it comes to actual issues in the game that have lots of evidence and data collected on, they don't want to reply to that. But it's whenever they finally gave us, you know, an acknowledgement or an answer on this. But it would have been fine, but then here's what they do that I didn't like. So Cecot did. And it's the PR bullshit when it comes to the lobby disbanding and the map voting. First of all, the lobbies aren't even supposed to disband after every game, because it wasn't working as intended. But hey, I don't know. I mean, they couldn't fix it. Maybe it's growing pains with the new engine. I'm not entirely too sure. I wish they would have got this fixed before the game came out, and they would at least said something about it instead of waiting, you know, just over a month to talk about it. And when it comes to map voting, I'm gonna guess, well, they removed the map voting because when players' votes didn't win, they would back out the lobby. And so I'm like, okay, so they want to remove map voting to, you know, to increase lobby retention, right? But that contradicts them because they disband the lobbies after every game anyway. Whether or not it was a bug or not, that's what they shipped the game to us with. The lobbies disbanding after every game. So they want to increase lobby retention, but they disband the lobbies after every game. So that whole map voting shit, yeah, that's a bullshit, because the reason why lobbies are always being disbanded, why games are never filled, is because how bad these maps are. Why would I sit through a match on Piccadilly in progress when the team is getting steamrolled on, to just, you know, disband after I finish that match to get put into another in-progress game on Piccadilly, or whichever trash map, you know, Euphrates Bridge, whatever map you don't like in a game, you have a chance of going in a match in progress, finish it, and you get put into another match in progress on the same map. Lobby retention. Yeah. That's bullshit. And the last thing I'd like to point out, when it comes to, you know, the death threats that have been received, you know, receiving on, you know, Reddit, social media, and all that, is I don't advocate for people sending death threats, and I really feel sorry that devs have to deal with shit like that. But I mean, like, they are used to it. Like, they took a lot more heat during, you know, Infinite Warfare's life. They took a lot more heat. Just look at the trailers and the comments from those videos. So I know they took a lot more heat. I know they can handle it, and they will be quick to handle it. But I feel like that's just a cop-out whenever they're taking heat and criticism on some of their design choices and philosophies on this game. It's just that, oh well, they're sending death threats, so yeah, we're not going to be as active to the community.
They should start
But you
playing
guys
right
will
now.
still cherry pick and respond to random bullshit clips. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with that. They were consistent. They responded to the actual criticisms and the random bullshit clips. I'll be like, man, this is great. They can take a joke and, you know, they can have fun with the community. And they can take criticism. But no, they can only accept praise. I mean, they got the praise with that direct deposit hit when the game came out. When all their bosses said, we made 600 million the first week, they got all the praise then. Now they can take a little bit of criticism, a little bit of heat? What?
Their back walls on.
But yeah, don't send death threats to them. Because they'll just use it as a bullshit excuse not to, you know, respond to actual criticism in the game. But alas, let me preface this by saying I like the game. I should have said that during the beginning of this video. I'm gonna edit that in. But yes, I like the game. I am looking forward to Season 3, which drops tomorrow. They're gonna add some new modes, some new maps for ground war, gunfight, hopefully, and 6v6 of course. While those new maps are recycled content because reduce, reuse, and recycle, guys. With Crash, Vacant, and Shipment. I am looking forward to the new stuff they added in the game, but do not buy the Battle Pass. Don't buy the Battle Pass until they actually fix things like the matchmaking, or the net code, or the spawns, or they give us, you know, quality maps that reward multiple playstyles, because these current maps only reward one playstyle, and that is camping. And I know someone's gonna say, well, you can still rush and be mobile, but that's not rewarding. That's a lot more punishing to move in general in this game compared to previous games, due to the map design. But with that out the way, do not buy that battle pass unless they, you know, they improve on the game, whether it's the maps, the matchmaking, whatever you want. But yeah, don't buy the battle pass yet until they improve on the game. And I look forward to the new season of free content, quote unquote free content, drip fed content. But alas, I like the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background, and y'all be safe. I'm out.
Oh my god.
Less than a minute. You're the last one standing.
There's a nigga bottom over there.
Get to Bravo. Enemy bomb planted.
Oh my god.
We're losing ground. Take it back.
Gold MP5.
Search and destroy.
I'm about to watch and see how this nigga got up.
Asset locations confirmed. Defending them is critical.
I just open the door. He's up top. Yeah.
Right there,
Less than a minute.
Yep.
Pays to win.
I was coming through that bitch anyways, from the back.